sides. I think he's done all right, but maybe you guys can be a better judge of that. But where are we? All right, nice. Let's pick 2 more questions. Rising star predictions. Ooh, I'm going to back in Riley Sanders for the rising star still. Sexton or McKenzie to trade out. I've got something about Sexton. I reckon he's got a good score in him. I want to see this roll a bit more. Flanders or Rao for the mid. Oh, thanks, Ty. Get those likes pumping, mate. I appreciate you guys. Fuck, I got distracted there. What'd you say, Flanders or Rao? I'd still go Flanders, mate. I'd still go Flanders. Definitely Houston. Thanks for the follow there, Daniel. That was out of Vloston and Houston. Definitely Houston. Fife for Dempsey. Yeah, don't mind it. Look, if there's a couple of things I'm going to hitch me wagon to, it was Nick Martin bouncing back, and he did. And I'm backing Fife in. I'm backing him in. So I think he'll score 90 plus this week. And Alex Sexton, lock him in for an 80 plus. I'm backing that in. And let's finish with the legend himself, Sauce, who Jack's just thrown whatever the hell that thing was on me, a heart me. And Jack is the number 2 gifter. What an absolute legend. What does Sauce say? The number 1 man. With 3 debutants this week for Gold Coast, there is little word Sexton may be dropped. Oh, jeez, that'd really get rid of my 80 plus, wouldn't it? Fuck. If he gets dropped, I'll be that filthy. But what a tease. Never would have thought I'd start Alex Sexton. He teases us. And then if he gets dropped, I'll be fucking filthy. But thanks, Jack. Appreciate that, mate. No, Mitch Duncan, it's a no from me. He looked good, but no. All right, we're going to wind up the talk because we got questions coming through, and I'll get way too behind on YouTube, and I'll never catch up ever. But if you do want to roll over on the where are we, onto YouTube now, then feel free. Ty said, what's going on, mate? If Sexton gets me bad score, your fault. He's really hitting me with the capitals. But yeah, we are also live on YouTube. So yeah, if you want to come over. If not, I'll have my trades, probably do a TikTok bloody in the middle of the road trip tomorrow, I reckon, in Adelaide. But yeah, fingers crossed for the teams. I hope Sexton keeps his spot. Hopefully no carnage. So yeah, we'll still have some TikTok videos coming out. But yeah, thanks again for all your questions, guys. Like I said, Shorty SuperCoach is my YouTube channel as well. So we're live on there if you do want to come over. But yeah, thanks for all the guys who followed today. And appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers. What's going on, YouTube? How are we? Sorry, give me a sec. Let us know if you have come over from TikTok. It was probably one of the busiest TikToks we've done, which was pretty cool. Yes, yeah, it's really TikTok's a crazy beast. It's a crazy beast, but obviously it's difficult to get to everybody on TikTok, but YouTube we do our best. So we'll have the quiz from probably 8:45, so I'll have an hour or so of questions here. So let's get stuck into it, shall we? Amusement straight off the top. Oh, we love to see that. How good. Baked. Thoughts on Steele or Flanders? I think we could have both. I think Flanders has a bit more value in the not the price way, but more urgency because he's a forward, and I think he's a clear-cut top 3 forward. But Steele's on fire as well. Bailey, Shorty, would you rather do Hoare? And we've got nothing else, so I don't know what else we're doing there. But Kerry says, should I downgrade Harms to Darcy and bake the money? Yeah, I would do that. I think Sam Darcy is going to be a popular inclusion, and rightfully so. I'm just going to get the old notepad and jot a few things down. A lot of Fife talk. There's even some talk about like Bontempelli and Dacos getting traded. Like, please, let's not do that. There's break-evens and then there's break-evens. So come on. Leon says Fife and or Reed and Howes to Bramble, Darcy / Dempsey. Yeah, that's good. Honestly, I'd prefer to bank the extra cash for Darcy, if I'm honest. And of the two, I would probably trade. Oh, geez, that's tough. What are their prices? I'd probably trade Fife if I had to, but you might have seen on TikTok, I'm backing Fife in for 90 plus. I'm backing him in. Carter, Caulfield to Draper, or wait for a better option. Wilson to Darcy, or is that sideways? No, I think you could both do those. And I was thinking similar, like Brown and Draper. They're not exactly amazing options or anything like that, but they're certainly going to score more than Caulfield. I know that much. So I think we just play the odds and bring them in. They might make us 80K. They might make us 200K. Sometimes rookies surprise us, but yeah, not the best rookie options, but yeah, I think that's fair. Amusement. Who to trade in? Isaac Heaney or Dean Towers? Donut Man says Max King, who has copped a couple of questions, but it's a no from me. I just don't really like these key forwards. They run hot. They have a few good weeks, but they'll be inconsistent. I mean, unless you're really wanting that quick hit of cash, I just don't really like the idea of trading someone in with the idea you'll trade them out within 2 or 3 weeks anyway. I know we've got a lot more trades, but I still think there's got to be some better strategy than that. But too late for Yo, says Macca. No, no, I don't think it's too late. It probably puts him in that range now of, do you think he'll be a keeper? So honestly, I wouldn't trade him in. I don't think he's a guy that'll be an option for us for the whole year. I'm happy I started with him. I'm happy with the pick. But he's not someone I'd bring in because he will get injured at some stage, and I don't see him as a top 8 defender. So I probably wouldn't bring him in. Lucas says, Shorty, who do we trade out for Darcy? Sexton, Cadman, or Karmas? Of those, I'd be going Karmas. But there's talk Sexton's going to get dropped. Man, if he gets dropped, I'll be fucking filthy, man. I'll be filthy. But wait and see. Aiden says, trading Harley Reid out. No, I'm not. I'm backing him in. So sometimes you got to just back these guys in, and he'll be better. He's got more money to make. He'll be over 300K at some stage this season. I've got no doubt. So holding on to him. But geez, look at the mess in the corner. I've just left fucking clothes all over the fucking floor as I'm getting ready for Adelaide. Oh, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I'll have a video out probably some stage tomorrow. I've already filmed it because I'm going away to Adelaide, leaving at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So it's not going to be like, it's so hard to talk about a round preview without the teams. So yeah, if you do want more up-to-date live sort of following the teams, feel free to check out my TikTok. But yeah, I thought I'd still put out a video for you guys. I'm not bringing the laptop over to South Australia, so it makes it kind of hard. Zach, thoughts on Drew for Dawson? No, not for me. Drew's going well, but no, he's not a trade-in my opinion. I should probably check his price first before I bag him out. But no, not for me. He's running hot. Running hot for Ream, but not for me. Not for me. Spoke to old Willem back in the day when I was a sports journalist. I interviewed young Willem as a North Ballarat Rebel or Greater Western Victoria Rebel. So yeah, former life it seems now. Amusement. Baked says, Shorty, can you trade Grundy next week to English to miss out on his bye? Not for me. See, I would be more inclined to make sure you have Luke Jackson and a flexible R3 to swing Jackson into the ruck and cover it that way. I think if Grundy's still scoring well, then we keep him. I think it's a bit of a wasted trade, but try and have coverage, but I just try and find it through Luke Jackson. Jackson, g'day, Shorty. What are your thoughts on Fife, Jordan, and Fisher out for Flanders, Powell, and Draper? Yeah, I really like those inclusions. And it's one of those ones where if you said to me, I'm keeping Fife and Jordan, I'll be like, yeah, fair enough. I mean, there's potential. But if you said you're trading them out, I'm like, yeah, fair as well. Like they're in that mix of like, if you need to trade them out, you can. Equally, I wouldn't be shocked if they still make us a bit more money. But with what we've been presented at the moment, they're not telling us that they're going to be absolute money makers right now. So yeah, but isn't that just such a big highlight of mid prices just kick us in the ass more often than they don't. Like Fife, Jordan, and Fisher looked like genuinely really good mid-priced options. They just didn't fire. So it's not to say they won't fire over the next month, but yeah, it's hurting us at the moment. Josh, g'day, mate. Would you rather option one, bring in Steele this week and then Flanders next, or bring Flanders in this week but not get Steele as he won't have his value? Oh, yeah, fair. I would definitely prefer us getting in the ones that are more urgent with the value because I know what you mean. Steele's probably getting away from you quicker than Flanders. So, yeah, I'd be preferring to get Steele than Flanders. Amusement. Is it worrying if my fan fell on the ground? That's a deep question. Not one that I have strong thoughts on, but it's deep. Deegan, boost to get Seth Campbell out for Cadman. Nah, I don't see Cadman as someone that we need to be boosting for, and I don't see him as a guy we need to include at this point. Hey, Harvey, what's going on, mate? Good to see you. Hamish, Fife and Jordan out for Tuke and Darcy. Yeah, good calls, good calls. I think that'll be popular. They'll be popular getting in guys like Steele, Tuke, and Darcy will be a likely inclusion. I mean, it should be worth noting that Rory Lobb is hanging around. Like he could come in at some stage. So I wouldn't say Darcy's job security is amazing, but if he starts playing better footy or more footy like he did first week, then yeah. Travis says scoring this week, question mark. Well, hopefully I'm scoring well. I mean, if you've got something a little more specific, let me know. But yeah, scored really well last week and had a nice increase in the ranks. So that's what we like. Hey, Craig, what's going on? Keen on keen as Sam Darcy worth a trade. Hope you're well, mate. You too, mate. Nice to hear from you. It's a no for me on Keen. One out of the box, not super cheap. Want to see it again? Probably a no. But yeah, Sam Darcy, yeah, for sure. I think that's a good call. It'll be a popular inclusion, so I think it's worthwhile. Not like an amazing cash cow or anything. He could be out of the team in 3 weeks, or he could be one of the best second rucks, for our rookies that we'll see. But I think it'll probably lie somewhere in the middle. Harvey, getting my first ever game of umpiring, and it's a reserves game on Saturday. Nice. Hey, we got to start somewhere. That's good, mate. Well, all the best for it. Thoughts on VC for Gorney, says Josh. Yeah, could not argue with that. I mean, he's such a good player. He looked fantastic on the weekend, didn't he? So, not going to argue with that. This one's just scrolled me all the way to the bottom, so I've just got to roll up here. Noah says, traded Young over Short last week. Think he's got to go this week. Do I go Ryan or Sheasel? Yeah, I know. Some of these trade outs have hurt us already, but I would go Ryan. I mean, they're both awesome. They're both awesome options as I develop a list out of nowhere. But yeah, I'd go Ryan. Just he's in insane form and he's just, I mean, they both are, to be fair. But I think Ryan's probably just tipped him. Oh, amusement. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the Cats, mate. Hopefully they take the Dogs down, mate. Kerry, would downgrading James Harms to Darcy and bank the cash for an upgrade later? Yeah, I think that's a fair call, and that's what I'd be doing as well. Jonas, he has a short stick, no balls, and a big stash. Well, you hear everything, don't you, on the live session? Harvey is projected 2-3-5-3 this week. Wouldn't that be fucking nice? What am I projected at? 2,204, so not quite. Oi. Hudson, James Jordan and Fisher for Sarong and Darcy. I like it, mate. The old downgrade to a big premium, I think that'll be popular for Fife, Fisher, Jordan. I think they'll be very popular. James Josen just got hooked again on SuperCoach after going up 20,000 spots, currently in the top 6K. And I think I've got a chance to win it. I'm probably not even going to make the top 20K. But hey, this is the thing, mate. We get excited. I was the same. Like, first couple of weeks, I'm like, fuck this game. Then you have a good week. You're like, oh, how good SuperCoach. We're back, baby. But yeah, nice, mate. Keep us updated. That's awesome. Josh says, also, say Jared Lyons isn't named. Would you rather hold him and play Harley Reid on field or trade Lyons instead of Billings and have Harley Reid on the bench? Look, I think if Lyons isn't named, I think we trade him. I mean, if he's still not back, we may as well pull that trigger. I think I'd always preference guys that are playing, even if they're not going well, like Billings or Reed. Lions ain't going to be doing much in the twos for our Supercoach side. So um, I'm good, Lockie. I'm good. How are you, mate? Nice to see you. Bailey, having to pull out of doing Jordan Tahini to move Hall on has killed me, Shorty. Can we get a Tinder story? Look, I would love to give you a Tinder story because it was the funniest. It was a funny one on Saturday, but at the risk that I am now working at a school and my students watch this, I cannot divulge a Tinder story. Unfortunately, I need like a private Tinder story environment to tell these boys. But look, if you see me at Gather Round, I'll tell you a Tinder story. All right. Benji, who are your V, C, and C this week? Thinking Steele and Luke Ryan for some pods. Hey, I love a pod, mate. I'm all for that. Me, I'm probably thinking I definitely want the C on Green. I'm probably going to either roll the dice on maybe Nick Martin or Brody Grundy, maybe. So, yeah, food for thought. Lockie, has anyone else heard about Libert going for scans? I have not, but I also haven't dove into too much of the shows yet. I've still got to watch them. So, let us know if that is true. Has Libber gone in for some scans? Warwick, who do I trade to get Darcy in? Wilson, Fife, Fisher, or Jordan? Yeah, that's a tough one. I would go Wilson. And I don't know if that's a popular option, but I just feel like those three other guys, they do still have scoring potential. And I want to back them in. And I think Wilson, he could get dropped. So maybe we see what the teams, but Wilson doesn't make you as much money. So it might depend if you need that money, if that can help you elsewhere. Netty Boy, Luke Ryan and Sam Darcy for Howes and Rosie. Yeah, I think that's good. Like Luke Ryan's flying. I mean, Rosie hasn't done much wrong, but yeah, I think if that's the way you're inclined, then I can understand why you would. Come on, amusement. Come on now. Harvey, is Sam Darcy worth it? Yes, we'll go up a truckload this week in cash, but only projected to go up 14K. Yeah, I mean he'll go up a lot more than 14K, that's for sure. But Darcy, he's not like an amazing rookie option, but from what we've got dealt with us in front of us right now, I can understand why you would. So there's sort of two universes. Like Darcy, he could be dropped in 2 weeks. Rory Lobb could come back, but I think they're going to give Darcy every opportunity to make that second ruck spot and forward spot his own. So he's got the opportunity, and I think it'll just be dependent on his scoring. Well, not his scoring. It'll be dependent on how he's playing, and that'll result in scoring. But I'm more inclined to back him in. We've got the trades. You never know when good rookie options are going to come up. So I reckon he's turned up once. You know, I don't think there'll be as many tons as there are 60s. He'll be inconsistent, but I'll be happy to roll the dice with him. Gee, the old throat's giving me a couple issues, mate. Lucas, should I upgrade Fife to Powell with the cash from getting Darcy in the bank? Look, the way I sort of see Jordan and Fife, I see why you'd trade them, and I could see why you'd hold them. That's a bit of a boring answer, but for your case, yeah, I would. I would get Powell in. Like, if it's a matter of getting like a Jackson or a Flanders or a Powell in, I would do it. But like, I have those guys, so I'm happy to sit on them because I'm backing Fife in this week. I'm saying 90 plus. I'm backing that in. I backed in Nick Martin and he came good, so I'm backing in Carl Amon didn't come good. Nor did Ruben Jimby. You win some, you lose some, but I'm hitching my wagon to Fifey this week. Walwals says Billings to Sam Darcy. Thoughts, bro? Yep, I think that's good, mate. I think that's good, and that'll be a popular trade, I reckon. Josh, why am I thinking about Big McGovern and Max King, who wants the smoke? Oh, who wants what I'm smoking? Yeah, look, it's a no from me. I can understand the McGovern one. I really can. Like, he's playing great, but he just worries me. Like, he's probably the one who's picked up the slack from Shannon Hearn. I thought it might be like Liam Duggan or Alex Witherden, but it's probably It's probably been McGovern, but I can't trust him. I just can't. So times are tough when you roll a diff lamb mid live sesh. That's not good. we got a big trip to Adelaide, so just want to be on the cautious side. A little diff lamb, little dual action honey and lemon. You gotta love that. So anyway, Jonas Shorty tried to tell you to piss off mid-5 crisis to the real Mackay. Now I'm sticking with that. I know Mackay went well, but sometimes you got to stick with something. And I mean, trading in guys like Mackay, yeah, it worked this time, but it's not a philosophy that I'm big on. It didn't work with Hogan. It did with Mackay. I'm not, again, Max King presents himself and I'm saying no. So, I mean, if you did it, that's good, but yeah, not for me. Hamo, Dawson, Lockie Ash, and Fisher out for Heaney, Tom Green, and Tom Brown. Yeah, they're great inclusions. And look, I do think Dawson will come good. I really do, but I can understand your frustration. I'm looking to bring Dawson in over the next 2-3 weeks, but if you're really pissed off with him, I could see why you get rid of him, but he will come good. He will. Dennis Armfield or Robin Nahas. Hey, thanks for everyone who's jumped on too. I think 80 is probably one of the highest ones we've had all year. So I'll do my best to get through all the comments. Obviously, first in, best dressed, and we'll be going to 8:45. So we should get through a few. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Flynn, I'm sticking with my boy McGrath. Fair, mate. You are a big fan of him. We'll have to watch that one closely. Hey, James, Luke Jackson out next week for who? Well, what are we getting rid of Luke Jackson for? That's the real question. I think he's a great option. Josh, don't pick Brown or Draper, everyone. Gold Coast debut and 2 defensive rookies. Good, because I'm not super keen on them anyway. So that's fair. Which rookies are these? I'll be interested to see. Jonas, no one cares how long a piece of string. How long before 5 pulls the string? Yeah, wow. That's it. I mean, we knew what we were signing up for. He's risky. Hasn't quite paid off yet. Lockie says, thoughts on Outwines, Windsor, in Darcy and Whitfield. Yeah, I think that's good. Like, I definitely think getting the move on for Wines is good. Windsor could come good too. Like, he's been playing well, but just hasn't scored well. So I think that's fair. Why you're getting rid of him, because he hasn't put the scores on the board, but equally you could keep him. So, but to bring in Whitfield is good, I reckon. Michael, what do you think about my trades? Fisher for Dempsey, Wines up to Merritt, Jordan to Powell. Yeah, that is really good. That's all good, mate. I mean, some great inclusions there. I think that's good. Luke, VC and captain this week. Probably looking at Grundy, Nick Martin. You could throw Sheasel in there. And I'm finished with Tom Green. So that's what I'm doing. You could definitely back in Bontempelli as well. This is good. We got a question from Carl Amon. G'day, mate. Was told by some of the boys in the locker room you were a day one fan of mine, but I'm confronted with an Amon-free SuperCoach team. Look, Carl, I'm desperately sorry, mate. I really am. I mean, I wanted to back you in, brother, but you haven't produced anything over 90, mate. I mean, I don't know. What's a guy meant to do? Yeah, he's gone for the VC there, Luke. I like that. That's a good option as well. Jackson, haven't been able to watch much Essendon this year. Thoughts on Merritt? Oh, he's a gun, mate. He's a beautiful kick. He's really warm to the captaincy. So, yeah, certainly a good option. Leon, who to start, Gallagher or Darcy? Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, I'd lean towards Darcy just because he's shown that bit more upside. Gallagher did have a nice run against the Eagles this week, but I don't think he'll get as many luxuries against the Cats. I'd be leaning towards Darcy. But, yeah, they're a real flip of the coin, those types of players. Good night, amusement. You're a funny man. Good night, Pookie Wookie Bear. Jeez, he comes up with all sorts of stuff, this man. We love him. Travis placed 2,712 trades this week. Yeah. Billings to Dempsey and Wines to Steele with 230 in the bank. I think that's cool, mate. That's a good trade and a popular one. I think a lot of people are going to do similar with Dempsey and Steele as well. Rishi, don't have enough for Martin this week, but trade Jordan out after increased price and bring Martin in next week. Well, the only issue with that is Martin's probably going to increase more in price than Jordan. So I mean, obviously, all depends what they score, but if you can't reach Martin now, there's no guarantees that you will after this week. So that'd be the only thing I would say. Lockie, what websites do you use for SuperCoach? I mean, I'm a big footywire.com operator. I love that. And you can check the centre bounce attendances and the kick-ins on, I think it's like, what's it called? The DFS or something? Yeah, like DFS Australia, like whatever that is. But yeah, I always just type in centre bounce attendances and have a look at that. Yeah, I like that, Trav. I think that's a good option. I mean, Heaney, he's been on fire. Will he just chill out against the Eagles or will he cash in? It's always interesting, I think. Like Bontempelli, he was just cruising. Where sometimes players beat up on the weaker teams, or sometimes they just get through nice and chill. Jonas, Shorty, you staying at the backpackers in Adelaide? I think I'm banned from most of them. Nah, mate, no backpackers for me. We're going with a bit of a hotel option, so just a little bit more privacy than the backpackers. But I'm not surprised, mate. A rascal like yourself. Trav, I've heard Fan Planner is a good site, Lockie. Yeah, I used to use that one as well. Fan Footy is a good one. Ricky, Short, Jordan, Sam Berry to Max King, McGovern, and Darcy. Pod move, looking for all or nothing. Yeah, look, I don't really like the McGovern and King call, but you've said it yourself. You're going all or nothing, Ricky. So I do respect that, mate, and I hope it goes well for you. It's a high risk, but it would be a high reward if it comes off. Harvey, Shorty, Gibcus to Brown, a safe sideways trade. Yeah, it's pretty safe. I mean, I don't see Brown breaking any records for scores or price making, but it's solid. Job security is pretty decent. So yeah, he might just be a slow burn, but certainly better than Joshy Gibcus. Unfortunately, he's not making us any cash. Manor, is Powell a must-have? Really struggling to get him in at the moment. I think he probably is. Yeah. I think the way he's scoring, the price, obviously the price isn't as good now, but I think he probably is, mate. Yeah. We don't have much to rely on in that forward line. James, do you reckon Dempsey can average 80? No, I don't. And I really like him, but he started the year well, but he certainly will have some scores that, dip beyond, like around the 50 mark, and be interesting to see how it all looks when Rowan comes back and he's fit. So there'll be times where Dempsey's not even best 22, but while he is in and scoring, let's make some money, Jonas, people are talking about bringing Manor in. I need to trade him out, only get sub or not picked. Your thoughts? Yeah, I certainly wouldn't be trading Manor in after he's been dropped. So, yeah, he'll probably come into the side throughout the year, but he is on the fringe and he's probably that touch and go to be best 22 most weeks for the Cats. Footy, Shorty, what are we? Footy refined. Just muddled up there. Shorty with his good old water jug. Love it. Yeah, we love the water jug, mate. I normally drink about all of it too. Josh, who should I captain Shorty? Look, Heaney's an option. I really like Tom Green. You could go Bontempelli. I think there's a chance to go a bit unique on the VC, like Nick Martin, Brodie Grundy. Could he go in for his best score of the year against a weak Eagles lineup in the ruck? D-Mac, Shorty lad, how are we? I'm good, mate. How are you? That barber of yours deserves jail time. That's classic, man. That's classic. Oh, geez, here I was thinking I had a good haircut. Oh, gosh. Josh, surely Billings has a bounce back ton up and I had to keep him. Would be a dream. Yeah, well, you never know, but I don't know if I'd be banking on him. I think he's a trade out for mine. Jonas, bring Darcy in. Rory Lube hanging around like a turd that won't flush. Yeah, well, that's the concern, isn't it? I mean, Lob is just playing nice footy in the twos, and he's a chance to come in almost any week, but it's a wait and see on that. Gotta love when it just goes all the way to the bottom. Where are we? Jeez, I'll be doing well to get through all the questions, I reckon. Crispy, who we captain? Oh, well, hopefully you heard that one before, mate. I'm going Grundy, I reckon, or Nick Martin into Green. Footy refined, out Jordan Billings, Reed in Dempsey, Houston, Darcy. Yeah, that's good. All good inclusions there. I do like Houston. A bit more point of difference. I like that. Ah, Rishi came from the TikTok, mate. Nice. Yeah, I'm doing well, mate. Thank you. And thanks for coming along. Yeah, cheers for everyone who's getting involved. It's a good time of year. Lots of SuperCoach talk, and I love doing the lives. They're probably the most fun of anything I do on the channel, I reckon. Um, so yeah, I appreciate all your comments because it's a pretty boring live stream without you guys. So I do enjoy all your commitment and all your questions. It's good stuff. But we'll probably go to 8:45, I reckon, and we'll do the quiz then. So yeah, Jacob, Wines, Billings, and Fisher from Miller, Flanders, Darcy. Yeah, that's good. No, that's all right with Windhag. I mean, they're really good inclusions. You're getting two absolute premiums, so I think that's good. DMAC, what do we reckon on Max King? Am I crazy even to consider? Nah, look, you're not crazy, but it's a no from me. It's a bit like the discussion we had with Hogan, Mackay. I just don't see any point bringing him in. Yeah, they might make you some quick cash and it's a little sugar hit, but if it goes wrong, you got a lot of egg on your face. So yeah, I'm happy to pass. Travis, if Darcy does come, surely Hoda plays forward will be massively underdone. Not sure exactly who we're talking about there, but yeah, there's obviously concerns with the job security. But yeah, I think if he's named, I think we bring him in. Heath says Shorty or Supercoach Goat, Gorn or Ablett. Ablett for sure, mate. Ablett for sure. I mean, come on. The bloke averaged 144 one year. That's fucked. Hey, Luke, how you going, mate? What did you think of the Easter Monday game and what games are you going to during Gather Round? I want to meet up again. Yeah, should be able to catch up, mate. Probably I'm going to Freo, Carlton, Geelong and the Dogs, and the Friday game, the Port Adelaide one. So probably best to catch up on that Saturday, I reckon. Freo, Carlton. I'll be too invested in the Dogs and Cats, mate. It's always hard to find time in the actual Cats games, but yeah, feel free to flick us a message. Hamish, would you go Took or Steele? Both great options, but if I had to go one, I'd go Miller. CH says, should I trade out Harley Reid or Darcy Wilson? Wilson for me, mate. I still think Reid's got potential. So I'm sort of backing in Fife and Reid and being a bit more patient with them. Harvey says, I'm not sure on Gorn VC. O'Brien has a history of restricting ruckman. Fair. I mean, he's a ruckman that has to be respected. But you just never know. I mean, Gorn's in amazing form. So, yeah, he's not where my VC's landing, but I can understand if people did. And another Harvey says, Shorty out, Tom Berry, Gibcus and Jordan. In comes Darcy, Brown, and what mid got 552. Well, I would say I don't think Steele's under that anymore. Is Matt Crouch? Nick Martin is 552, was it? Oh, Steele's 557. That's rough. Probably Matt Crouch is the guy for me. I think. I do like Nick Martin as well, but yeah, Matt Crouch and Nick Martin, I reckon. Tommy Smith. Is this a good trade? Dawson for Steele, Windsor for Sam Darcy, and Billings for Tom Powell. Look, I really love all those inclusions. Windsor is going better than his scores suggest. Dawson's the talking point here. Now, I'm not going to tell you to hold him because he's been so frustrating, so poor, but he will bounce back. He will. He will guarantee. I guarantee it. He will come back and he will average some good numbers, but he is leaking coin. And to bring Steele in, who's still at a really good price, I think that is a good idea. But Dawson might be someone that in 3 or 4 weeks, when he does really bottom out, finds his form, whether it's halfback or in the middle, bring him back in, I reckon. But he's been frustrating for those who own him. Blessed, he says, Lachlan Bramble, Ollie Dempsey, worth a trade this week before the ship sails. Yeah, I think so. Probably more so Bramble. Like, I think Dempsey offers a bit, but Bramble's like making a lot of coin and scoring good money, good points as well. So perfect combination there. Josh says, can you see Nick Martin being a top 6 or 7 with his time on ground? I think it means his floor will be quite high. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't see him being a top 8 mid, but when he gets that dual position, yeah, that's exactly why I picked him, because I thought he'd be a top 8 defender. So I'm still backing that in. Luke says, you got SuperCoach Plus, worth getting. I do, but no, I wouldn't say it's worth getting. I get it like through the preseason. Like, I like to access those Herald Sun articles and that type of thing. But no, I personally don't think it's super necessary. Not in season. Jonas, keep Billings is the power move this week. Everyone trading me out. What are you holding him for, mate? You must have more faith than me. Footy refined. Shorty, I think we are ready this year to beat the Cats. As a Dons fan, I always get pumped, but I'm ready for round 16. Going to go to the game and watch the 30-point win to the Bombers. Oh, mate. Nah, come on. I'm backing the Cats in, bro. But might even see you there, mate. I'll probably go along to that, depending whose home game it is. But the Dons are looking better. You got that Essendon edge, mate. They're looking a bit better. Tucko Grinds. Hey, bro. Love the vids. Thank you, mate. Trying to decide between Ollie Dempsey and Sam Darcy. Got the money, but 50-50. What do you reckon? Oh, yeah. So that'll give you about 100K extra, won't it? I'm leaning towards Sam Darcy there, mate, because I think they both have concerns with their scoring and job security. But one thing we can definitely guarantee is that you'll get extra 100K from bringing Darcy in. So that's the way I'd try and decide it for me. Jonas Will said a snort was a late withdrawal. Was it another toe injury or something? Yeah, well, who knows, mate? We've got to question it every time now. James says Fisher or Fife to Darcy. I know you like Fife, but up against Carlton surely doesn't go big against that midfield. Yeah, look, I don't know if it matters as much. Like, he's played against so many midfields over his career. You know, if he's at his best, doesn't matter. But I would go Fisher. And yeah, you're right. Obviously, I'm a bit of a Fife fan. But there's just something that I feel like backing him in. And I know he's been a bit frustrating these last couple. But I think he's playing okay footy. Like, he had 9 clearances. He's just got to kick it a bit more and just give us 3 or 4 tackles, Nat. You know, get in there a bit, son. So, yeah, I'd go Fisher, but I can see where you're coming from. D-Max says, thoughts on these trades? Caulfield, Fisher, and Whitfield to Darcy. To Darcy and Whitfield. Right. Leaves me with Darcy, Sexton, both on the field, only issue. Yeah, you're a little bit exposed there with that forward line, but I mean, I do like the inclusions, and you might just be a little bit exposed on the forward line there for a little bit, but yeah, hopefully Sexton is named. Jordan and Sexton out for Dempsey and Darcy. Oh, Billings was also out and Flanders in. Yeah, nice, mate. Some good inclusions there from PM. Sexton, again, I'm backing Fife in, and I'm backing Sexton in. If he's named, and there is a bit of talk that he could be dropped, but where's this halfback role? Come on. Where are these 30 touches? Where are all these effective kicks and kickouts, mate? Come on. We need a lift from Sexton. Oh, we love that from Noah. Just a bit of a pump up for Harvey. Umpires, good. And we've got to be kind to our umpires. You know, we don't have a game without them. So I never get people who just go to the footy and yell abuse at the umpires. We get frustrated, but, you know, it is what it is. So good stuff there from Noah. Zachary Wines, Billings, and Tom Berry to Steele, Dempsey, and Darcy. Aiming for Flanders and Merritt in as well over the next 3 to 4. Yeah, I think that's good, mate. Good inclusions. And look, I'll talk about this in my preview video, but now's the time where we can identify a few guys who are on the drop. And Davies Uniac, keep a lookout for him. He'll be at a nice price. Jack Sinclair, you know, slow start, but understandable. Minimal preseason. He'll be at a good price soon. James Sicily, probably bottoming out soon if he finds his form. Get him in. Who else have we got? Clayton Oliver. I reckon after his bye, he'll be ready to rumble. There was one more. Oh, Jordan Dawson, who we've mentioned. We've mentioned him as well. Luke says, Shorty, when we meet up at the gather round, can you tell me a Tinder story? And I have a few things to tell and ask you when we are there to meet up. For sure, mate. Look, if my sister and my dad are right next to me, I probably won't drop the Tinder story, but happy to have a chat with you, mate. I know we've tried to catch up the footy before, and it can be difficult, but I think it'll be much easier this time around, mate. Mohammed would really be an ad when he comes back. Nah, not for me, mate. Not for me. I think he's not super cheap. He's sort of in that awkward price. Like, what is he? He's 530. So he's not quite an out and out super premium, but he's also not offering value, and he's interrupted pre-season and season. So, it's a no from me. Oh, baggers. Yes, liver gone for scans. Also may have late concussion. Okay, that's interesting. Very interesting. That's a bit concerning. Footy refined. Seeing hinged Shorty is weird. Usually it's a little bit unhinged with Shorty's responses in stream. Being a teacher has made Shorty a mature adult. You just got to be a little bit more mindful sometimes, don't you? I mean, we still try and have a little bit of fun, but oh mate, I'm dying to tell you the story, but you just can't risk it because if you you got to be a bit more careful now in that sort of a role. It's a sad day though. Sad day when I can't tell those stories, mate. Baz Linker, Dogs v Cats. Baz Linker v Short matchup for the ages. This one be in attendance as well. See you there. Nice, mate. Nice. Looking forward to it. I'm backing the Cats in, mate, but I might see you around. Luke says Miller, Sarong, or Butters. I mean, it's hard to go past Sarong at the moment. I mean, Miller, I think, offers still like a smidge of value, but the old schoolyard pick, you'd have to go Sarong. House Finder, is Dempsey worth a boost? I don't think he's worth a boost. No, I don't think so. Like, he's a good option, but the ship sailed a little bit, so no, it's a no from me, mate. Harvey, no, I mean, like after this week, he is projected to go up 14K in round 5. Darcy, that is. Yeah. Okay, in round 5, right? I'm with you. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, projected scores, like, it's a guide, but I mean, who knows? Like, it all changes. If Darcy scores 22, then changes. If he scores 89, it's like I've never met anyone who can guess what a player's going to score, let alone a rookie. So very hard to project those things. So I wouldn't take that into account too much. D-Mac, how is the pile of dirty washing in the corner? Come on, mate. I know it's a disaster, bro. It's looking pretty poor. I mean, look at that. Oh, God. I've got a pair of jocks on the fan. That's poor by me. So, you got to own that. But, hey, it is what it is. Josh Walker. Here we go. Who would you rather make skipper of your side? Adam Cooney, Shane Woden, and Matty Pritters. I'm going Matt Pritters, mate. But Cooney does bring a bit of banter. So, look, I'm going Pritis. Just give me that little inside mid, mate. I think just dish those handballs out to Shorty on the outside, use that electric speed, and then I'll tell you what, Shane Woden has an underrated highlights reel. Some of the goals he kicked were ridiculous. Like, I remember watching his highlights, and you got it at half back on multiple occasions. It would just run and kick the goal from like 50. Footy was different back then, but yeah, they are some rare names, mate. I do enjoy that. Baggers, sorry for lateness, Horty. Chatting up a 10, mate. I'd expect nothing less from you, mate. But good to see you. Noah, assuming you guys like Sexton and Wilson keep their spot. Oh, guys, like, yep. Who would be the best mid or forward to trade for Darcy? Well, probably Billings or Wilson if you have them. Or you said Wilson as well. But yeah, I would probably still say Wilson because his price is really going to plateau a bit with some poor scores. But yeah, I think Billings if you've got him as well. Tom Smith, is this a good trade? Dawson for Steele, Windsor for the same Darcy, Billings. I'm going to read that again. Dawson for Steele, Windsor for Darcy, Billings for Power. I reckon we might have touched on that one before, but yeah, I think that's good, mate. I mean, Dawson one's interesting. I'm looking to bring him in at some stage soon. He will bounce back, but yeah. Baz Linker, Kane Corns or Nathan Brown boxing fight. Who you got? Yeah, is that on right now? I would be going with Nathan Brown. I just can't see Corns. Like, he'll have that stamina, but I can't see him landing consistent punches. But if it's on now, let me know how it's going. And I'm going to have to add the charger in here. We're going to run out of charge. Benter's unfiltered. What would you do with Bonner? Well, you'd keep him, mate. I mean, he's turned up twice now, so I'd be keeping him. I'd be keeping him for sure. Recoil, thoughts on Libba for Neil? Yeah, probably try and get a bit more info about what's going on because if he's just been subbed out tactically, I'd still keep him. But if there's some concerns about the body, which has been mentioned a couple of times, then yeah, I like that. Harvey says, Shorty out, Tom Berry, Gibcus Jordan. Oh, yeah, the 552. We mentioned that one. Footy refined. Neither did Wanganeen Miller last year, Shorty. Not exactly sure what that was in reference to, but John, hey Shorty, would you suggest option one, Caulfield to Whitfield, option two, Tom Berry to Steele? I would prefer Tom Berry to Steele. I just trust Jack Steele a bit more than Lockie Whitfield. Baggers, Shorty, I went against trades. I said last week, I'm going to not calm down. I'm going to smash around. Went Butters. So this week, Green and Miss Whitfield next week. So you changed it up, mate. Fair enough. Fair enough. How is the side going, mate? Tell me about this 10. You dating her, mate? Or how's the Riz going? Hold your ghost. Wines to Took, Rao, Merritt, or Sarong. Wines. Yeah, okay. I can't choose. Thinking Took, have 100K in the bank. Yeah, I wouldn't go Rao. I mean, if you can afford it, I feel like Sarong and Merritt are just a smidgen better. But yeah, probably Miller. The fact that he's averaging 120 right now, he's averaged 120 before, and he gets you that extra bit of coin. I think, honestly, I'm looking at those names. I'm like, oh, it's a bit of a balancing act. And it's like, well, 100K, that makes it a bit more of a clear cut option. Let me tell you something. Says, is it too early to get off day costs? Oh, please. Come on. Let's not do that now. You got to hold day costs. Come on. I've heard a few people say, get rid of Bont or day costs, their break evens. No. Hold them, mate. Hold them. Dr. Co, too late for Dempsey. Should get to 350. Yeah, look, it's not too late. No, it's not too late, but you could. I mean, Darcy's probably better option because he's going to give you that extra 100K. But yeah, I personally don't think it's too late on him. D-Mac, do I boost Dawson to green? Want to back Dawson, but it's tempting. Yeah, I mean, I don't have the same feel because I don't have Dawson. So there's that added frustration. But all I can say is that I'm going to look to get Dawson in like 3 weeks when he bottoms out. So it's maybe just a question of not so much like Dawson will respond. I think we can back that in. It's more of a question of do you want to ride the wave and just get him to his bottom price, hold him, come back when he comes good? Or do you just jump off and be like, look, I'll back him in, but when he's back in form, I'll get him then. So you could look at it that way. Get rid of him, play what's in front of you, and bring him back in when he's cheaper, if and when he does find form. Baggers, so trades out, Reed and Libber to Caulfield to Green on Harvey Thomas. Oh, yeah, Caulfield as well. Cash gen plus break even. Yeah. No, nice. No, that's good. I think getting that cash gen is what we like, mate. That's what we like. House fine is Billings worth a trade for a donkey and then bank 305. Yeah, for sure. Billings, trade him out to Sam Darcy or someone like that, I think for sure. Damien, hey, legend. Hope you're well. Thank you, mate. Hope you're going nicely. Is it worth getting rid of Jordan and Fife to get in Steele and Dempsey or Sam Darcy? I should just wait a week. Steele should only increase around 15, 20. It's a boring answer, but Jordan and Fife, if it makes sense, you can get rid of them. If it doesn't mean as much, you can certainly hold. So there's no urgency on them because I think they can respond, but they're also not going anywhere fast. Of the Dempsey and Darcy one, I feel like I would go Darcy because I think that extra 100K is really helpful. And Dempsey is going nicely, but there still is worries about the job security. So I would go Darcy over him. Jack says, thoughts on Billing, Shorty? Yeah, it hasn't been what we've wanted, has it, mate? It's been a bit disappointing. So, no, he's got to go, mate. MXW Wrestling Official. This should be interesting. Shorty, we're touring Geelong on May 31st. We fondly remember your attendance a few years ago, and we're interested to hear if you'd be interested with our celebrity guest package to join us once again. I don't recall me attending the wrestling, but I will absolutely take part, mate. Feel free to get me involved. Chriso, Brown or Draper? Oh, it's a real toss of the coin. I would go Brown if I had to, but yeah, it's so hard to tell on those guys that they're so young into their careers. They're not playing a friendly role, so it's a bit touch and go. Scotty Walker, g'day, mate. I'm going Darcy. Darcy for Reed. Darcy for Darcy, Reed for Brown, and Caulfield for Draper. Any thoughts, mate? Yeah, probably the only thing I'd say is I feel like I want to back Reed in. I know he hasn't been going great, but I think he will get beyond 300k at some stage. It's been a bit of a slower burn than what we would have liked, but I'm happy to back him in. Baggers, I just turned wine to butter, and I'm a jump. Jason, Horde to Bramble, Rosie to Tom Green. Yeah, I mean, Rosie hasn't done much wrong, but I do really like the Bramble and Green inclusions. I do. Benters, Heaney got 150 against West Coast last year. Should I put C on him? Yeah, fair call. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely in the options. Bontempelli, you'd think he'd beat up on him. He sort of just took it easy and rested forward. So I hope the same doesn't happen for Heaney. That's the only thing I would add. Bagger Shorty, I own 5 of the 6 top mids, mate. Well played. He's doing all right there. Jonas Shorty, how did you like your taste of Cholzilla on Monday? No, he was good, wasn't he? Wasn't enough to get the Hawks over the line, mate, but he was good. Jason, hey, mate, how you going? Evening, Shorty. I think we're going to have some massive scores this week. I hope so, mate. It's nice to just have full allotment of players, no buys. That's nice to see. Hope you've been well, mate. Tiger says play Sexton or Darcy this week. If they're both picked, which Sexton is a bit of concern about, but I would go Sexton. Tom says Fisher to Powell, yay or nay. That's a yay from me. I think Powell's a guy that's still at a good price and worth getting. Nick, thoughts on Houston as a pod VC this week? Yeah, I think that's a good call. Like, he's probably not one that goes big all too often, but I'm always open for a bit of a pod on the VC. Rishi, about that Jordan for Martin trade, I have 120 in the bank. Yeah, nice. That's good. I mean, that was when it was. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Look, probably I'd if you're committing to getting rid of Jordan next week, I'd probably just do it this week if you can. But just, yeah, take into account the potential change in Martin's price as well. Matthew, I traded in Farrell last week and he flopped, wanting to trade him. Should I? Yeah, look, I think you should, mate. I mean, he was running hot start to the year, but I don't think he's never been a player that's consistently been a premium. And he's been around the traps for a little bit. So, yeah, I would get rid of him. John, Fisher and Dersma for Powell and Dempsey. Yeah, mate, for sure. I think Powell's at a really nice price still, and I think that's a good option. Baggers, I own Hey Nicky, he's Super C. Yeah, you're backing him. And I'm thinking the VC on him as well. Jonas says, Brody Man Bundy is going 150 this week. Okay, all right. Okay, well, I've been thinking about putting the VC on him. It was him or Martin, so maybe I'll go Grundy. I mean, convince me. Jonas, Massimo, damn you, Brosio. Yeah, disappointing in it sometimes. It's probably not the perfect conditions for the young man. Oh, we're down a bit here. We are down a bit. Man, I'm a long way behind. There we go. Trade in Merritt or Rowell for Holmes. Definitely Merritt for me, Harry. Definitely. Bit of Nick Martin love there. We love that. Carter, would you do Wilson to Darcy, or is that a waste? No, I would. Like, you don't get too much out of it, but I think if Darcy Wilson's going nowhere, I could understand that. Jason said, "Did Caitlin have a Tinder story last week?" I think she did, but I mean, hey, it's not up for me to tell. I'll see if she comes in. Manor, thoughts on Jordan and Reed to Powell and Darcy? Yeah, I think that's fair. Like, you could hold them both. Like Jordan and Reed, it's not like you have to get rid of them, but to bring in Powell and Darcy, that does make sense. Shorty Supercoach from the future. This should be good. Shorty, in brackets me. Technology has transcended, and I'm using the backwards compatibility YouTube app from the future. I'm sitting at our grandkids and suddenly remember we traded out room and Jimmy. That's good. Before the season started. This is a grave mistake. Please, for the love of God, trade out Tom Green for him immediately. Our future depends on it. Sincerely, yourself. That's some deep stuff, man. I mean, how did things turn out? Like, we got grandkids, so did life work out okay? Like, let me know. Jonas says, Cat doesn't got a lot. Oh, jeez, that one sounds dangerous. Baggy, shorty from the future. Why have you gone under? Fuck it out. Rishi, good midfield for the round. Bont, Sarong, Miller, Green, Mart. Wow, that is a real impressive. Yeah, that's great midfield, mate. Bailey says, should I look to get rid of Wilson and Pink? Yeah, you probably should. Like, obviously, if they're still playing, we hope that they start to come good on the scoring front. But yeah, you could definitely get rid of them. D-Mac, shorty from the future, does the trim improve? Travis, I was talking about the effect Sean Darcy will have. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, fair enough. Look, I think the way Jackson's playing, even if Darcy does come back, I think there'll be a couple of weeks where Jackson's still primarily the number one ruck. But yeah, obviously that's a somewhat of a concern, but we'll deal with it when we get there. I think until then, we'll just see how they combine. This Shorty from the future's really taken off. Luke, I've been good, Shorty. I flew up to Adelaide today. Oh, nice. Yeah, that will be the best time to meet up. I want to meet up with you and Tizio. Easy, mate. I'll pass it on and we'll see what we can do, eh? Jason out. Sammy Berry, Fife, Jordan in Dempsey, Darcy, Steele. Yeah, that's a very popular one. I think they're good inclusions. We are doing Blooker tonight, Harvey. We certainly are. I reckon I'll put the code out in about 5. I've got a mate coming over at 9, so I will have to get the quiz promptly going around 2:45 or 10:10. Oh, the boys having a bit of fun here. Tom, thoughts on Darcy Wilson and Merritt in with 100k spare, or would you hold? No, if you can do that, mate, yeah, I'll definitely bring Merritt in for sure. Footy Refine, the power of... Dangerous stuff there. Dangerous stuff. I don't really like cheese. Says, who is the best option over Sam Darcy if he gets bevoed? Yeah, probably Dempsey. Otherwise, we're just going to have to wait and see what bobs up. Luke. Yeah, sounds good, mate. That sounds good. Liam, Shorty, you're a bachelor. The setup looks elite in the background. Bit of art and a plant would go a long way. How did you know, mate? Yes, I am a bachelor, and I've had a plant in here once before and it died. So maybe it's time to attempt that again. But Harvey, oh yeah, he's having a chat with Noah. Oh, there's some wild content going in here. Miller, oh, we answered that one. I'd go Miller of those. We answered the SuperCoach Plus one. Yeah, I agree on the projected score. It's a bit of a, yeah. Jonas, that's the jocks. Yeah, but what Adam Cooney, he was a rare unit, absolute rare unit. James Shorty, you sound like a ripper of a bloke. Oh, thanks, mate. We'd love to hit up Public House with you when Carlton play the Cats at the G. Oh, thank you, mate. Well, no, I'm always happy to catch up for a chat. I mean, it can be very hard to make it align perfectly at the game, but yeah, coming up to it, feel free to chuck us a message on TikTok. A couple of times I've gone around and just met someone at half time or something like that. So yeah, feel free. But no, even at the G on Monday, like a couple of people said g'day, and I really appreciate it. Like it's nice to see that people out there come up and say hi and they say they watch the channel. It really sort of makes me be like, oh, that's cool. That's why you do it, isn't it? It's cool. The fight's on Stan Sport. Yes, okay. Oh, Daisy versus Swanee. Yeah, who's going to win that one? Matthew traded Farrell in last week and it flopped. Yeah, I know. Someone else mentioned that before. Maybe it was you. But yeah, I think got to get rid of him, unfortunately. It has not quite worked. I'm just going to get the Blooket code going on. Because, yeah, I reckon we'll start this one about 8:45. All right, where is this one? I've got so many like old ones in here. Fuck's sake. Where is it, man? Bear with me, guys. Just sifting through 1,000 quizzes, which imagine if I didn't save it. But man, how hard can this be? There it is. Fuck, that shouldn't have been that hard. All right, let's go to the classic. Gee, she's a bit slow on the load. Right. So yeah, obviously, if you guys haven't done this before, jump on to book it, which I'll chuck in here, and I'll give you a code. Yeah, we're a bit slow on the internet here. Here we go. 758 4098. 758 4098. Yeah. There we go. Feel free to get around it. Is there Jonas Kelly under my... There's some reckless names going around. There really is. Oh, baggers. James, are you home alone? That's a personal question, but no. What's up, Caitlin? Oh, you look very nice. Jeez, what have you been doing? Oh, yeah. I forget these things. What's going on?
Yeah, that's really nice too.
Thank you. I also got a hiccup. Thank you. Yeah, no. You doing the quiz?
No, I've got things to do.
You got work things to do?
Yeah.
Oh.
On annual leave, and I'm going to do it. That's fine.
One of the guys asked if you had a Tinder story.
No. My hinge logged me out the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably because I reported you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
I found the photos provocative.
Oh, that makes me feel like shit.
Oh. Anyway. Hey, I'll catch up with you.
Thanks.
Also, I've got a fellow coming around at 9, so if you hear a knock on the door, don't be alarmed.
No, I'm working tomorrow.
I'm at 9 tonight.
Oh. Wait, really?
Really?
What, who?
Josh from work.
Why is he coming?
He's picking up something.
Why?
Because he left it here. Anyway, I am not a drug dealer. He's picking up a laptop, I swear to God.
Oh. That's what you told me the other day. Do you have a new laptop?
No, it's his work laptop.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, being very mysterious about this.
Mysterious guy, Caitlin.
Oh, I can't wait.
Got a good story for you too.
Really?
Yeah. It will blow your socks off.
I can't wait. What time are you going to be done with the quiz?
Yeah. I'll do the quiz in like a few minutes, and then Josh, and then pack.
Oh yeah, because you're going.
Yeah. You're gonna.
Poor fans. The shortlets are very getting ignored right now.
Yeah, the shortlets just have to listen to me and Caitlin's conversation for it. Sorry, guys. How many we got in the quiz? 22. Come on, we need to get more than that. Get in the quiz. But yeah, I'll fill you in later.
Okay. See ya.
Cool. See you around. Shorty, any fit cousins? Oh, Yenchi. Shorty, you good looking rooster. What games you going to in Adelaide? Oh, I'm good, mate. How are you? Going to Port Adelaide and Essendon, Geelong Dogs, and Freo Carlton, mate. You going? Stay away from my cousins, for God's sakes. Yeah, we haven't quite caught all the way up. I've just don't take it personally, Bags. I'm just scrolling through a couple of the banter ones, just try and yeah, hit us with a story. Jonas. You're funny lads. You're funny lads. James, how can we effectively address the yeah, yeah, I'll get back to you on that one. I'll get back to you. Oscar, would you rather trade Jordan to Powell or Martin? Um Geez, probably Powell. Probably Powell has a bit more of that. Just being a forward, I feel like I'd go with him. But that's a tough one. Josh, I'm also going to Adelaide. Games that I'm going to is the 3 games that you're going to, and the Hawks versus Pies. Also, what do you think Pies fans will do to Ginny? Yeah, no, that's cool, mate. Well, I might see you around. Look, honestly, they'll boo him, I reckon. I think that's an absolute lock. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest Ginnivan fan, but I don't know why we boo him all the time. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's a good projected, Baggers. Jesus. I feel like you put a bit of mayo on that. Footy refined, he's not the same guy, James, when he's not being supervised by school kids. Shorty, I was at the G. Should have said g'day in the rain break. Yeah, yeah. Oh, mate, how wild were the streakers? That was just crazy. Oh no, you turned it off and missed the answer. No, I don't think it's absolutely necessary, Luke. Look, it has its advantages, but no, I think you can certainly get by. I think it's good for preseason. You get access to articles and that type of thing, but you'll have to ask twice yourself, Luke. He may well have some stories for you. Look, Oscar, I would. So the thing with Dawson is he'll bounce back, right? He will bounce back. But probably the question is, do you want to ride that wave with him? Or probably what I'd do is I'd cut my losses, get rid of him, and bring him back in when he does start to get back. Because he could actually be a really handy dual position. Like if he does go to half back, he could be a top 6 defender when he gets flying. But he will bounce back, but it's just been a stinker start to the year. XDH, Shorty, what do you think of Wines, Jordan and Billings to Took, Dempsey and Powell? Yeah, that's really good, mate. I think some popular inclusions there, and I think that's a good trade. And I think we're going to start the quiz, mate, because we probably need to get rolling so I can be off by 9. I'll just answer these ones. I would bring in Bramble. I think he's a good option. Still got money to make. We haven't seen a question from Anis yet, so I'll answer that one. Thoughts on using a boost to go 5 to Flanders, or should I get Nick Martin back in after look, I'd go the Flanders one, mate. It's frustrating with Martin, but yeah, I would prioritize Flanders. There's the last chance for the code. I think hopefully we've got 40 of yous in there. We got 37. We got Bags. We got Jacob. We got Chloe. We got we're not reading that one out. We got Jeff Spanks Shorty. Flynn's in there. Tommy Boy. Cal Tender. Torquay. Someone from Torquay. Torquay lad. Coastal guys. What's going on, Cal? All right. Good luck. Let's start it, hey? We got 12 questions. All the best. In the Good Friday match, how many goals did Harry Mackay and Charlie Curnow kick between them? 9, 10, 8, or 7? They certainly dined out. But how many did they kick between them? They kicked the 9 between them, 5 and 4. So most years, most getting that right. Jeff Spanks, Shorty, Harvey, Short Sticks, and Kim and Cal. Oh, the names get me. They really do. Question 2. How many disposals did Nick Martin have last round? That's surely an easy one. Surely. It was, of course, 44, which only one person went 42. So I'm not judging you, but where have you been? Where have you been? Luke, King Josh. Oh, that could be Walker. No cheese for me, Cromer, and Short Sticks Knob. So the Knob's in first place. No cheese for me, Harvey. And then this one follows up from that previous question. So Martin equaled Essendon's record for the most disposals in a game. Which Bomber does he share that record with? James Hird, Brent Stanton, Darcy Parish, or Jobe Watson? And if King Josh is Puck himself, let me know. Let me know in the comments. So he equaled Darcy Parish, which most of you got, but it split a couple up. So yeah, equaled it with 44. Jeff Spanks, no cheese for me. Races Horty, King Josh, and up the Edging Dons. So some serious names in there. No cheese for me on top, the Edging Dons. Bong, Harvey, and Short Sticks. So question 4. Which of these players has currently played the most games? Nat Fyfe, Matt Crouch, Tommy Mitchell, or Jack Steele? So only 2 of them have played 200 games or more. So I reckon most of us will rule out a couple straight up. But yeah, the fella on top's played 21 games more than the second man. So Nat Fyfe has played 221. And he is our guy. So split between Tommy Mitchell and Fyfe. So that might shake things up a bit. What does that do to the old leaderboard? Jeff Spanks is on top there. Flynn, Baslenka, Yenchi, Luke's in 5th place, quickest there. And he's got a bit of a lead up. Harvey's second, Flynn, Luke, and no cheese for me. So Jeff Spanks he's on fire. Question 5. Which of these Port Adelaide midfielders wears the highest number on their back? So we're talking numerical. Now, I'm sure we all know what Zachy Butters wears. We love watching him. He's the number 9. Used to be 18. Willem Drew, Trav Boak, Ollie Wines. Willem Drew wears 28, which would make him the highest one. My black backpack. Oh, is he here? Oh, it's on the couch. Joshy boy, what's up, mate? I thought you were in the quiz, bro. Oh, how are you? Yeah, good, mate. Good. Enjoy yeah. Thanks, mate. I'll talk to you later. Question 6. Which young Eagle took one of the Mark of the Year nominations against the Dons on Sunday? Petruccelli, Brockman, Chesser, or Long? It was a cracker mark too. Absolute cracker mark. I feel like most people probably get this one. I mean, Easter Sunday, footy's on. It was Tyler Brockman. Ken Brockman. All right, I missed the leaderboard before, so sorry about that. But we're halfway through the quiz, and Jacob with Luke, Harvey, Libber, and Luke Mack all in nice and quick there. So is Jeffy Spanks still on top? Harvey goes to the top. Luke, King Josh, Short Sticks, and Spanks is down to 4th. Oh, he's dropped off a bit. Question 7. Which of these teams is not undefeated this season? So 3 of these sides haven't dropped a game yet. Which one has lost the game? The Giants, Geelong, Freo, or Melbourne? I think if we just take our time here, I reckon we get it right. Here. We know the Giants are undefeated. Cats haven't dropped one. And surprisingly, the Dockers haven't either. So the answer we're looking for is Melbourne. And most of you get that right. Nicely done. Flynn's in nice and quick. Jacob, Shorty's stray. Shorty's barber. No cheese for me. So cheese will be he's 6. Okay. Harvey's on top. King Josh, Luke. Spanks in 4th. And I missed who was in 5th there. Question 8. Adelaide and Melbourne will kick off Father round. There you go. Gather round tomorrow night. Which match will finish the round? Well, Father round could really take off. Collingwood versus Hawthorn. Western Bulldogs versus Geelong. Richmond versus St Kilda. Or Gold Coast versus the Giants. Which game is the last of the round? I think a somewhat easy one, this one. I think I've got a couple of tougher ones coming up. Yeah, it is, of course, Collingwood and Hawthorn. Not reading that one out. Kim Bob, Luke, Short Sticks, and Osama Bin Laden. Harvey's on top. He's got a 15-point lead. And I think Luke was second. Question 9. Man, joining St Kilda, the spelling's a bit off. Which team did Riley Bonner previously play for? I did produce this quiz relatively quickly. It may surprise you, but did he used to play for Adelaide, West Coast, Port Adelaide, or the Gold Coast? Don't judge the spelling all too much, guys. Easy one, I think. He played for Port. So a few easy ones in a row here. So I hope I've got a couple of more difficult ones coming up to end the quiz. Cal, Tommy Boy, Jacob, Luke, and D-Mac. Nicely done. Is Harvey still on top? He is. Luke's into second. King Josh, Spanks, and Kim into fifth. So question 10, getting to the business end of things now. What is the name of Will Ashcroft's brother set to be drafted to the Lions with an early pick in the coming years? As I nearly bloody choke on me water. So again, I think a pretty easy one here. Shorty's just giving you a couple of easy ones here. This one might be a bit too. I'm going to have to make the quiz a bit tougher next week, I think. Levi Ashcroft, which a few went Noah. Okay. But 20 of you's got that right out of the 32. Cal, nice. King Josh. Kim will be in there too. Josh, Shorty's barber. Harvey McLennan. So he should be on top still, and he is. Kim moves into third. Shorty's barber's into fifth. And Luke was fourth there. So 2 questions to go now. Question 11. It's a simple one. Who is Fremantle's captain? Nat Fyfe, Andy Brayshaw, Alex Pearce, or Luke Ryan? So again, I don't know. Could this be easy or it should be? I think if we know our footy, I think this is an easy one, isn't it? I guess we'll find out. It is, of course, Alex Pearce. And yeah, very easy one. You guys smashed that in. So I hope this last question is a bit tougher because I reckon it might decide it. Because at the moment, Cal's just firing on all cylinders. Kim could be going nicely. King Josh, short sticks, and loose bud Shorty. So Cal's into fourth after flying through. But it's pretty close up the top there, I think. So question 12. Tom Hawkins played game 350 on Easter Monday. How many goals has he kicked in his career? 810, 790, 770, or 830. So I reckon this question might trip a couple up. A very decorated career from Tommy. I reckon most of you would have ruled out that he's kicked over 800. So is it B or C? If it did split is all around there. So it was 790. So this should really sort him out. In third place is Lukey H. Harvey second, so he got Josh. Wow, I reckon Harvey led for brutal, but well played, King Josh. Nicely done, mate. Came home nicely. And how many people got every question right? King, Josh, and Harvey got 11 out of 12. So did Baz Lenker. Nicely done, mate. He was in fifth. Luke H, Kim, Jacob, Cal, Shorty's barber, short sticks. Flynn got 10 out of 12. Nicely done, mate. No cheese for me. Lukey Mac, up the edging Don's got 10 out of 12. Nicely done. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Even Joe got 9 out of the 11 he answered, so he might have joined late, but had a pretty good strike rate there. Good stuff. Good stuff. No, thanks everyone for getting involved. Always good fun. So who's King Josh out there? Is anyone claiming it? The Ultimate Fitness Adventure Camp. Shorty, I see the Mo is giving you luck this year. Suit you. Oh, shit. How do these people think of this stuff? Boomer Star. G'day, Shorty. How are we? I'm good, mate. How are you? Thoughts on Draper, Steele, and Darcy, and for Caulfield, Cabin, and Dawson? Yep, I reckon that's all very fair. I think we can try and pick up Dawson on the way back, but he will certainly drop a bit in price, that's for sure. Yeah. Oh, no, you picked the wrong one. No. Oh, geez. Nah, thanks, Flynn. Good stuff. Oh, Josh Martin. Well played, mate. Well played. Nice work, fellas. Nice work. Look, I reckon I'm going to wrap that up because I've got a pack for Adelaide. I still haven't done that, and I'd love to just sit on the couch and watch a few footy shows as well. So, yeah, I'm not really sold on Will and Drew. He's playing well, but no, not for me. Not for me. Good stuff. Anyway, look, I will have my video out tomorrow, but it's not as specific because it's pre-recorded. But hopefully, we've had some good discussion tonight and answered a few of the hot topics, and a fair bit of banter along the way, which we always love. And I do enjoy these live sessions. I wish I could give you a few more Tinder stories these days, but we got to be a little bit more professional these days working at a school. But it's been fun. Always is. So we'll be back. I'll have some TikTok videos because I can still do that when I'm away, but the laptop will be staying home. So yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon. Anyway, have a good one.